So hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about multiway search trees. So multiway is nothing but M-way search trees in short, and M is the order of the tree. So each node in an M-way search tree has 0 to M subtrees. Okay, and for an M-way tree, there is one node, okay, that is the main node, okay, which has a left pointer, okay, and within that node you have entry nodes which have a right pointer, okay. So these entry nodes have a key value, right, and they have a right pointer. So you have to remember that these key values, as you enter key values into a main node, the leftmost key value is less than the right key value. Okay. The number of subtrees are same as the value of M. So if it is a 4-way subtree, then you have 4 pointers, okay, or 4 subtrees. But the number of entries are always one less than that, which is for an M-way search tree, there will be M minus 1 entries. Okay, so here is the structure of an M-way tree. So we have the main node which has a left pointer, okay, and then within this node we have entry node which has a key value and then the right pointer. So if it is a 4-way tree, then we have 3 such key values into this node. Fit 3 key values, key entry nodes into this main node. Okay, so that means there are 4 subtrees for a 4-way tree. Anyway, regarding the key values, within the main, for example, node, the key 1 is less than key 2, key 2 is less than key 3, and so on. Regarding the subtrees, the left pointer of this main node contains all key values that are less than this first entry key value. Okay. The right pointer of each entry node, for example, this is the first entry node and this is the right pointer for the first entry node which has a key value 1, and then this is the second entry node with key value 2, and this is the right pointer of this particular entry node. Okay, so the key values of this subtree 2, which is the right pointer of the first key value, will have keys greater than key 1, okay, but less than key 2. Okay. Similarly, this pointer right here for the second entry will have key values. This subtree will have key values greater than key 2 but less than key 3. Okay. So here is an example of a 4-way tree. So 4-way tree means we have 4 subtrees. This is one, this is the second subtree, this is the third subtree, and this is the fourth subtree. But if you look at the root node for this 4-way tree, the maximum number of entry nodes are only 3. So you can have at most 3 entry nodes in this. So there is 50, there is 100, and there is 150, and each one of them will have a right pointer. Okay, and 50 is less than 100, and 100 is less than 150. Okay. Now, if we look at the subtrees, so this is the main node which has a left pointer. So all the key values in this subtree are less than 50. Okay, so here we have 35 and 45, which is less than 50. Now if we look at the right pointer of the first entry node, which is 50, is the first entry node, this is the second entry node, and this is the third entry node. So if we look at the right pointer for this first entry node 50, so the values in this subtree, which covers all these nodes right here, okay, these are all the nodes that are in the right subtree of 50. So if you look at all these values, they are all greater than 50. right? 85, 95 is greater than 50, 60 is greater than 50, 70 is greater than 50, 90 is greater than 50, 75 is greater than 50. But there's also one other property they need to satisfy, is that they must be less than 100. So they are all greater than 50 but less than 100. Similarly, if you look at the subtree for the entry 100, the right subtree, okay, which is here, this is a pointer, the right pointer for this entry node. We see that these values are all greater than 100 but less than 150. So we have 125, 135, 110 and 120. So all these key values are greater than 100 but they are less than 150. Now for the last subtree, which is the right pointer for the last entry in this node, which is 150, these values are all greater than 150. Okay, so here we are coloring this as red, okay, which is, this is the root node. And these are the internal nodes because they have a parent as well as they have children. So this node has a parent and a child. So this node has a parent and a child. But if you look at the leaf nodes, right, they have a parent, but they do not have any children. So here if you look at this, it has a parent, but they don't have any children. So these two are pointing to null. Okay, so this is a example of a four-way tree, which is an M-way tree. Okay, thank you.